we knew from film that Xavier was a really good team. And we knew that if they were in system, they had a lot of good parity, a lot of good hitters, ton of track. In the first game, I mean, all year. I mean, man, we were serving great. Our defense was on. Our offense was clicking. I just thought we were really potent. I thought in game 2 that I thought we didn't get as aggressive behind the line. They started to get some rhythm, and obviously we opened that up and still hit pretty well. In set 3, I thought our hitting numbers went down. So, but overall, and anytime you can sweep a good conference team, it's a good thing.
Questions? If you got a question, just let us know who is directing plays first.
Keeley, Sink's obviously a key cog for them offensively. They were trying to kind of shield her with the libero. Were you guys trying to force them to communicate with your serves and get her to make that first contact?
I was just serving. Okay. Yeah. It and I just serve it to the zone. I mean, I'm not getting it in and over and trying to get
Into a seam?
into the seam. Yes. Very,
For
very
you,
good.
it's more about the zone, and for the coaches, they're probably thinking more
They're more like,
target-wise. Yeah.
Well, and I think the seams are really, really important.
Yeah.
So trying to make them make a decision usually is a huge thing that we're trying to do.
Well, such a short turnaround from games this weekend. I guess was there a lot of emphasis on not overlooking Xavier? Because I mean they've had such a good start to the season.
Yeah. I think we just came in and played some really good volleyball and kind of shut them down. But yeah, I mean every team's good and everyone's going to play well and give us their best. So yeah, for sure. I feel like we can't underestimate anyone.
Hey, but what was it like for you out there, led the team in kills, hit for like a high percentage? Pretty good, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was a ton of fun, obviously, having teammates backing me up. It's awesome. Yeah, it's fun.
Spoken like a freshman.
I think a lot of players that are in their first year talk about just everything slows down a little bit at some point. You start to see things get more comfortable. Do you feel like that's starting to happen a little bit? Do you see things in slower motion than it feels like when you're first experiencing everything?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I can think back to earlier games, and especially like first coming here, like from club to this, I mean, it was so much faster, and it was very stressful, but yeah, the more I keep playing, I would definitely agree it's slowing down. It's getting a lot, I wouldn't say easier, but it's better and easier to maintain, and like, I don't know if that makes sense, but yes, definitely slowing down for sure.
Do you feel like this was your best match of the season? Or coach, do you feel like it was her best match of the season?
I don't know. I feel like Ava's played a lot of good matches. I think it's such a small window because she hasn't played outside, but gosh, this is her third match of doing it the entire time. But, I mean, statistically, yeah, obviously a great match. But I thought she played 2 good matches this weekend. She did have a ball today that, I mean, the coaches were like, that's a really good ball. It was a ball that was tight. They had a huge block, and she fired it high. It's a ball that I think 3 weeks ago she would have gotten blocked on. So that's, it's kind of fun to see her be able to, and Keeley's so good at that shot. And I think part of it is you watch veterans,
over the wiser.
That's right, fire things off. And I mean, I think they really do learn things by, that's what it's supposed to look like. So.
I agree to that, 100%. No, actually, Keeley does it all the time, and it definitely helps having her here. I can watch, and I've learned a lot from that. I would agree.
I'm not quite sure if this is the place you're referring to, but you hadn't made an error until set 3 late. I think they had a block in front of you and get a clean swing off against it, and then your next one you went off their hands when they're on the bench. Like, do you remember that at all?
I remember it.
Do you think you would have bounced back from making an error that quickly even 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I mean, we've been working on high hands in practice, and so I tried hitting off that, her right hand, and it came back. And
Just did that,
yeah, last
couple days
practice.
ago.
But yeah, I tried doing that, didn't work, and then fired back with the next one. But yeah, I agree. I think it's helped that we've been working on it a ton, because I'd say, yeah, 2 weeks ago I would have swung low and it would have came back a lot faster. So it's definitely helped that I've been working on swinging high, and I think getting that kill to bounce back, yeah, for sure.
Kirsten, from a service perspective, Keeley, Kiara, Ellie, they all seem really aggressive and really efficient to start the match. Put Xavier on their heels. They were out of sorts all over the place. How big do you feel like that was from just a tone-setting perspective to kind of let Xavier know that it was going to be like this?
Really important, and we have to do it every time we're on the court, and we have to sustain it. That's what I didn't think we did in all rotations today. So, that's going to continue to be something that we're pushing to go back there and be aggressive. It's almost, it feels somewhat counterintuitive when they're on a run, you want to go back and be safe, but really you have to go for it at that point. That's where you got to get momentum back. So, we'll continue to kind of push them, and it's even harder on the road. So those are going to be, I think a lot of our successes were so good behind the line. I think we play great defense too, but this is something we spend a lot of time in practice and talking about.
You had 10 block touches on their 23 swings in the first set. How do you feel like you guys did in that area? Is something you were trying to improve on from after?
Yeah, I don't remember feeling like our block setup was bad. I mean, we had some people just totally miss people, I guess, a handful of times. You did once, Nora did once, Kiara did once. I can remember those off the top. Followed our players. I thought we did a nice job.
She hit it out, okay? She got scared.
That's what we've done well. We're not getting a ton of ace blocks, but we do get a lot of good block touches. So I'd have to go back and watch film on that. But again, their patterns are very disruptive, and they really did have. I mean, I can remember 3 open nets that they had that we kind of missed cues on. I think we actually won all those points, ironically. Maybe that's a new idea.
That might be.
Yeah.
Your blocking's overrated.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
I do have one, Butler. Obviously, that matchup is usually a race to 150 because it's just such a rock fight. What are you kind of seeing out of them this year, and what do you expect on Fridays?
Well, I told them they look really good too. They're different than the past years. They have one giant blocker this year, and then they're good other places. Melanie Davidson just controlled the net, for the last 4 years, and she's graduated. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
So, I think that they have more offensive parity than I've seen in a few years. I just thought they looked really solid on film. These guys haven't watched them, I don't think, yet. They've been pretty locked into Xavier at this point.